I'm Eric Peterson. I'm State Assemblyman for the 23rd Legislative District, which covers Hunterdon County, and North Hunterdon is part of the district. And we're here today to give you a little career path in politics. I'm in elected office, and there's only a few elected offices in New Jersey that are full-time elected positions where you can have a full-time career at it. My position isn't, it's a part-time position. But today what I thought we would do is I'd introduce you to my Chief of Staff, Kevin, who can tell you a little bit about what he does. He has a full-time job in politics, and he can tell you a little bit about what he does every day and what kind of things he gets to do in politics and how he got started. So I'd like to turn it over to Kevin. Kevin, tell us how you got started in politics and led you to this position.
So I actually started studying political science and history at Rider University, and I got into politics when a couple of my friends invited me to a political rally where we met then Senator McCain. We went door knocking, we did a little bit of phone calls, and it just kind of stuck. And I ended up going out and volunteering, doing some internships down in Trenton, as well as with my school, and I eventually ended up here with you, where I'm Chief of Staff, and I run the office full-time here with Peggy, who's filming for us.
and Kevin, just tell us what kind of things do you do every day here in the office?
So typically we do daily constituent services where we respond to letters and emails ranging from people asking the Assemblyman to support or oppose legislation to helping them with issues they're having with state departments. For example, most recently helping them with their unemployment cases, or issues that they're having with motor vehicles, with the school, or with disability services is mostly what we do on a day-to-day basis here in the office.
And when we have, obviously we do a lot of legislation, because all the legislation that originates in New Jersey originates in the legislature, obviously, right? And then those bills come before us. So what's your role in, as we work on legislation here in the office, what's your role with that?
So our role as staff is to basically prepare legislative summaries for the Assemblyman. A lot of our voting sessions have dozens, if not hundreds, of bills, and it can be very time consuming to go through them all. So we take materials that we're given from the folks down in Trenton, and we put them together for the Assemblyman, which includes reading them, taking a look at them, taking other people's opinions, whether they be our constituents who send their opinions in or those of lobbyists, and we put those together into legislative briefings that we then give to the Assemblyman for his consideration before he goes down to Trenton to vote on the bills that become law here in the state.
Okay, and so this is supposed to be somewhat short. So I'm going to try to get right to a couple last things here. What do you like about being Chief of Staff? What do you like the most, and what do you like the least?
The most would definitely be able to help people. Oftentimes in jobs like this, you feel as though you're moving paper from one place to another, which is probably the worst part of the job. But here we do actually get to help people. It feels really good to work with someone for months to help them resolve an unemployment claim they're having, so that they can get the tens of thousands of dollars that they've been promised, paid to them, so they can feed their family and support their children, which is a very rewarding feeling.
And I thought that he was going to tell me that it was.
Of course, working for this guy is the best.
I thought of course. I thought that he was going to tell me going down to Trenton on voting days was going to be the best part of the job because there's a big lunch spread, and that I thought was going to be it. Now we're going to wrap up, but what I'm going to tell you is that if you have a passion for politics and you have a passion for something else, the wonderful thing is that there's plenty of jobs where you can marry the two. Like we were just talking earlier, that if you're into film and you want to be a film producer and you're really interested in that, and you also have this passion for politics, you can marry the two, because there's a lot of political commercials, videos, are the big thing in politics today, and we need people who are interested in the film aspect and the political aspect to do those kind of jobs. If your love is swimming or baseball or some kind of sport, you can do that too. There's jobs out there for people who are passionate about a certain area of sports, let's say, to advocate for baseball or advocate for sporting as equipment. So there's jobs for lobbyists, there's jobs for government affairs people within those corporations. And there's all kinds of opportunity to be involved in something that you're passionate about and politics at the same time. There's so much out there for you to do in politics other than just be an elected office. And if you want to be an elected office, that's a fantastic way to serve your community as well. And we'd love to hear from you and have the opportunity, if you have any questions about careers in politics, we'd be glad to help you. And the one thing, Kevin, you stated earlier, I think one of the things that I didn't know about, and I wish I had known about earlier when I was younger, when I was in college, was campaigning. You can get involved in campaigns all over the country, presidential campaigns, right? And they'll send you all over the country to go help in campaigns. And you get to see all kinds of, all different parts of our country, and you can be involved with something with a group of people, and that's how you make your connections that brought you to this spot today, right? And brings you to all those jobs in politics. People that have worked for me now work for major corporations in their government affairs. Some of them still work in state government. Some of them work in politics on campaign. There's all those kind of things that you can do out there. If you're interested and you don't know how to get started, give us a call. We'd love to help you, right, Kev?
Yep, absolutely.
All right. Good luck out there.